this motherfucking bag. Stand on the way I made. Sacrificing time for this shit, man, I got a plan. Tried to tell niggas years ago, they ain't understand. Riding by myself and it's cool, I'm all in my head. Everything in life you can't replace, I build relationships. Pretty little smile make a nigga wanna lock it in. We met the same time I lost a friend, we should try again. You been on my mind, you should hop in. I ain't gon' hurt you, baby girl, you know we locked in. Used to be on FaceTime calls on the regular. Never made time, landed on my busy schedule. Now every time I hit the bay, you know I think of you. Working on your brand, love, you know that I...
You know, I don't like to play static. I think, you know, being static as an offense makes it easier on the defense. These defenses, you listen to our defense out there, you know, I mean, Clarence, the way they communicate is elite, you know, and so if we just line up in a certain formation, we kind of let them see things. It's easy for them to not only make their calls, their closed right or left calls, moving their front, setting their fronts, but actually there's tendencies. You know, everybody goes into a game defensively with tendencies that in this personnel grouping, in this formation, based on where the back is, I'm making up 70% run and 30% pass. Well, really good linebackers and really good defenses that communicate well, there's tells. So when you shift or change the picture or you motion, it helps disguise that a little bit. And then, of course, when you're using your motions, they're very different. Your motions make them adjust on the run. Shifts, they generally can, what we say, reload the front. So if you shift, the defense can reload. But when you motion, they can't because you're snapping the ball on the run. So we have those. We like those. Right now we're playing around with some of the ones that we believe that we'll use, but we change them up pretty regularly.
And we are live. What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy, Henny DeMoore, reporting live from the liquor store, man. Hey, real quick, man, that's crazy. He said 02:30 Hawaii Standard Time. Had to swing by the liquor store. Salute to my brother, student of the game, TV in the building, man. Like, I ain't know you were out there in Hawaii like that, man. So salute to you. And listen, like I said, it's like afternoon, it's the evening somewhere in the world, man. So you know, it's time. It's the right time to slide into the liquor store, man. You know, you can have your drink. And over here stateside it's Sunday morning. So if you don't want to get sloppy drunk and disgusted like your uncle at the last family get-together, I understand that. But we can have a little communion wine and unwind, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. JB2, Rail 910, JV B-Boy, my guy. What's up with you, man? Cowboy Stanos, Jake the Great. Salute to everybody sliding into the liquor store, man. What you just saw was Brian Schottenheimer, and he was discussing his offensive game plan and scheme and why he likes to be multiple and not giving up tails and all this other stuff. And listen, it's a very, very small sample size. It was a one-game sample size. But Brian Schottenheimer was not a liar, you know, in terms of utilizing motion and different fronts and different looks, because he had the Eagles back in hell a majority of the Thursday night football game, man. So we're going to talk about a little bit of everything today, man. We're going to talk about what we liked from the game. You know, we're going to talk about, you know, the Dallas Cowboys rooting guide for Sunday. Since we already at the crib, we done played our game. Who we need to lose, who we need to win, all the other good stuff. You know, some adjustments and shit, you know, to make us a better football team going forward. And, you know, we're going to talk a little bit about contracts. And I think that's where I'm going to start. Salute to Joe Chanchana in the building, too, man. So, listen, it's early as hell. I know some of y'all just now wiping the cold out your eye. Some of y'all just now rolling over. But go ahead and hit that like button, hit that share if you care, man. We trying to get about 200 folks in the liquor store, man. So I need all y'all to hit that like button. I need all y'all to hit that share button. There's over 50 people in the liquor store. I need at least 50 likes, man. You know what I'm talking about? And, you know, it's Sunday. You know, we're going to pass the collection plate around, man. You know, we're gonna hold service inside the liquor store, man. But I'm going to need y'all to pass that collection plate around and help your boy out, my dog. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I just got a text from Landlord from Alabama. So listen, He be out here selling ligaments and shit, dog. So, I ain't know he was gonna be up this morning. I will send link. Hold on. Cause I ain't know you was up since you ain't worked. Well, I ain't know you were gonna be free since you was working. But I'm finna send this nigga the link. So we might parlay this into drunken nefarious takes real quick. No, matter of fact, we might just flip this into Cowboys convos real quick. But y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that share button. I'm finna get this sent out to Landlord real quick, man, and we gonna talk about it. And we gonna talk about a contract real quick, man. Hold on, this is my boy Pyrex. He said, hold it down and keep up the good work. You, Law, Land, Watch, and Boss watch daily. And I'm liking and sharing every chance I get. I appreciate that, man. Knowing that there's folks out there that love the content and appreciate it, man, that's the type of shit to keep me going, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate all y'all good folks sliding in early on a Sunday morning. Because listen, y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, man. Y'all could be, y'all could be at church. Y'all could be at the casino. Y'all could be, grilling right now, getting the game, getting everything ready for the games. But you out here with me. You thugging in the liquor store, and I appreciate that, man. Like real talk. And if you're just now sliding in for the first time, hit that sub button, man. We do a lot of great stuff over here. We do player interviews. We do watch parties. We do a little bit of everything, man. So you just now coming into the liquor store, this your first time seeing the show. We do got some stuff for y'all. But yeah, I just sent the link to Landlord, so he might be able to come in a little bit. But let's go ahead and talk football, though, man. Let's go ahead and talk football. So there was a massive, not really a massive, but there was a change to the wide receiver hierarchy last night. And, I believe this is going to affect the George Pickens contract negotiations going forward. He said, you're hearing it. We may trade Tolbert to the Jets. Hope that's true. If they trade him to the Jets to get Breece Hall, then I ain't tripping. You know what I'm saying? You need a little bit more juice. You need a little bit more juice there, man. But yeah, I just sent Landlord the link. So Landlord, whenever you get opportunity, you can slide in here. We're gonna be on the show for a while. But I believe this does affect George Pickens' overall market. So the Lions and wide receiver Jameson Williams have agreed to a 3-year, $83 million contract extension. Another young star paid in Detroit. Right? So first and foremost, kudos to Jameson Williams. I am a fan of his game. When we brought in George Pickens, I really envision a role in our offense like what Jameson Williams has for the Lions. He doesn't catch a ton of balls, but because he's such a deep threat, he's catching 50-yard bombs, 40-yard chunk plays. He's a guy that's hitting his head on the goalpost all the time. You know what I mean? So that's really the kind of vision I had for George Pickens coming into Dallas. Because check this out. Jameson Williams went for over 1,000 yards last year, right? He went for over 1,000 yards. He only had 58 catches when he did that. You know what I'm saying? He only had 58 catches when he went for over 1,000 yards. So he was 58. He was tied for 58 in receptions in the National Football League, but he was top 25 in receiving yards because he was averaging damn near 18 yards a catch. You know what I mean? So that's the kind of production I envision for George Pickens coming to Dallas. Him being that deep ball guy, that big play guy, not necessarily needing the volume of targets, but because he's going to be our big play guy, he was still going to eat. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of vision I had, for George Pickens within this Dallas Cowboys offense. And it can still be true. But, Jameson Williams is a guy, that had a slow start to his career, and he just had his best career year, last year. He was a guy that's played 3 years in the National Football League, and year one wasn't great. He had 9 targets for 41 yards. Year two wasn't too great. He had 354 yards and 2 touchdowns. And then The year after that, last year, he went for over 1,000 yards, 1,001 yards, and 7 touchdowns with a longer 82. So, and he had a rushing touchdown, to throw that out there. So, he's a guy, that has similar, really, has similar career path to a George Pickens. George Pickens has 1,000 yard season. Everything else been like 800, 900. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up getting a deal worth pretty much about $27.3, $27.4 million a year. That's the kind of contract that Jameson Williams got. I think that's the kind of contract that the Dallas Cowboys, would be willing to give a George Pickens. I'm not saying that that's what George would take, but it is similar money when you compare it to other wide receivers that play with other dominant wide receivers. Like T. Higgins makes about $28 million a year. Matter of fact, let me go look at T. Higgins' contract. Let me see. Over the cap. And we're going to put in wide receivers. And let me take a look. Boom. All right. So when we talk about APY, right, average per year, which is already broken down too. The guys that play with other good wide receivers, like let's say like Jaden Waddle. Jaden Waddle makes $28.2 million a year. T. Higgins makes 28.7. You know what I mean? So like, and we just had this contract from J-Mo who plays with Amon-Ra St. Brown. Because remember, they're paying 2 wide receivers. Like the Dallas Cowboys will be paying 2 wide receivers if we're able to get a deal done with George Pickens. So we'll be paying George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. So when you look on over the cap, T. Higgins makes 28, Jaden Waddle makes 28. Now you got, the boy Jameson Williams making a little bit over 27. Devontae Smith, when he signed his contract, he didn't break the bank. He still made $25 million a year. So when you talk about number 2 option wide receivers, guys whose numbers are never going to be big enough to reset the market because they play with absolute dogs over there. You know what I'm saying? When they play with absolute dogs over there, I think that's fair. I think it's fair to give him, about $27, $28 million. If you want to sweeten the pot, give him about 29. You know what I'm saying? But I do think, that you might be able to get George Pickens a deal right under $30 million. Not because he ain't dope. You know what I'm saying? Not because he ain't a great player. But I think, given the market, given what other wide receivers that play in a complementary role, get, you might be able to get him for around that mark. He said, sign Pickens now. See, if you sign Pickens now, you're gonna have to, give him, close to that 30. If you sign George Pickens right now, you're just gonna have to go to the table willing to pay him $29 million. It's the price of doing business. Like, just because I'm coming to the table early and I'm not holding your feet to the fire. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not waiting for other contracts to come through. You can reward me a little bit and give me a little bit extra. You know what I mean? Like, because Land called that shit like a Godfather offer. You offer them so much money, that they can't refuse the actual offer. Just make sure it's structured correctly, and all the other things. You got your ducks in a row, and they might be willing to sign that. Because right now, up to this point, the Dallas Cowboys, like George Pickens and representation has told the Dallas Cowboys they're not trying to sign right now. They want to go out here and run the bag up. They want to go run the bag up. And I know that he's going to have some big explosive games. You know what I'm saying? Even in this last game, when we're upset, about him not getting the amount of targets that we think he should have got. He still had opportunities, if not for a holding penalty, to go for like 80 yards, because that was like a 40-yard penalty. You know what I'm saying? On that deep ball. So if they weren't holding all the other stuff, even with the limited opportunities, he was still finna go over 50 yards, go over 60 yards. You know what I mean? Still had another opportunity for a touchdown if Dak Prescott kept the ball in play. They said no, it's not an option when the Godfather makes the offer. Yeah, you remember what Michael had said when he was telling the story of Luca Brasi to his old lady, and there was an issue going on, and he said his daddy approached dude, with, goddamn well I don't look like no Robert Griffin, nigga. Do every black man in America, look like Robert Griffin? Fuck no. You snorting powder, Sam. You snorting powder. It's Sunday. You supposed to leave the fin alone and go worship and fellowship with your family. But here you is, geeked up like a zombie, talk about this Robert Griffin channel. Fuck no, nigga. Matter of fact, shoot that nigga. We ain't finna play this morning. We ain't finna play. I ain't finna cuss them out thoroughly. We just gonna shoot cuz. And I'm gonna play the theme music. We got stuff to do. We gotta save the souls of the Dallas Cowboys right now, man, early on a Sunday morning. Pastor Henny got to preach to the congregation, and we cannot let the devil in, man. So go ahead and shoot Sam in the motherfucking head. Go ahead and get cuz out this motherfucker. Go ahead and get him out of here, because we finna just...
Oh, shit. This nigga dead.
Yeah, shoot him. Go ahead and shoot cuz.
Oh, no. When this happened, niggas dying dead. Ain't never died before. Jesus, why ain't nobody tell his dumb ass to die? The fuck going on? Can't believe.
Yeah, we ain't finna play with niggas today, man. We shooting niggas in the head. We getting them out this motherfucker. All niggas do not look like RG3. I do not chase snow bunnies. I ain't none of that. Yeah, I ain't chasing no snow bunnies, man. I ain't chasing no snow bunnies. I ain't giving no bad takes. That's what I'm talking about, man. So, yeah. Rest in peace. The nigga after this motherfucker. So, anyway. Back to what I was saying to the regular schedule programming. Because, listen. A lot of times, man, I take entirely too much time away from the show to get on these folks' ass, you know what I'm saying, and talk crazy to them, talk bad to them, because they're not worth the time. They're not worth the time or the effort. So, you know what I'm saying, we going to keep it rocking. We going to keep it moving. We ain't going to let no monkeys that escape the circus, stop the show. Real talk. Nah, we should trade for your mama. We should trade for your mama because she got an MVP caliber throat. We should trade for her. That's what we should trade for. See, niggas thought they gonna come in here trolling today. No, you're not. We're getting all you niggas out of here. We ain't even finna troll today. We gonna trade for your mama and get her throat. Duval went to hell too. I'm not in the mood today. That nigga gone too.
This nigga dead.
Nigga gone, dog. We keep spinning.
Oh, no. When this happened,
we keep spinning on niggas. Spin again. Spin again and hit this motherfucker. Yeah, easy like Sunday morning. Nah, it's a layup right now, man. He said Cowboys are trash. Now, I ain't going to even be mad at that one. Because you didn't come in trolling. You said how you felt. Then you said they should have got Henry. That's fine. Mikey Mike, we're going to let you rock. We're going to let you rock, Mikey Mike. That wasn't trolling. That wasn't disrespectful. But to come in here playing, talk about we should go trade for Michael Parsons. Fuck that nigga. On the cool, fuck the nigga. He a Packer now. We ain't finna talk about no cheese head until it's time to go play the cheese, man. And I don't mean fuck Michael Parsons on a personal level. I mean fuck Michael Parsons. We got to line up against this nigga. Yeah, man. We got shooters, man. We got shooters in this house. I don't know what's wrong with these folks, man. Yeah, a whole bunch of slow singing and flower bringing, man. I don't know what's wrong with these folks this morning. It's already Sunday. Y'all already on y'all way to church. There ain't nothing for them to stop the service and have your funeral, bitch. Yeah, doggy. But anyway, back to the task at hand. We should have went ahead. You're right. If you watch The Godfather and you watch, them tell the story of Luca Brasi, pretty much to sum it up, to handle that situation, Luca Brasi put a gun to the dude's head, and then Michael Corleone daddy, the Don, he told him, either your signature or your brains are going on this paper. And then they signed the deal and got old buddy out of his contract. So that's the Godfather offer. Either your brains or your signature is going on this motherfucking paper. Either your brains or your signature is going on this contract, my boy. And that's the Godfather offer. You're going to have to offer him some shit that he can't refuse. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, rest in peace. Salute to Numbhead Neil in the building too, man. And listen, because I have thoroughly cussed out multiple people early on a Sunday morning, the algorithm probably hates my guts right now. So if you want Henny to make any money from this video, please hit the super chat or please hit the cash app, because it is a wrap right now. We ain't gonna get shit. So if you want to support the liquor store, boom. We're gonna put the cash app in there. We're going to pin that motherfucker, and we're going to pray about it. But salute to all y'all good people. Or if you like the content and you just now joining the liquor store, man, hit the like button. Hit the like button, get them shares up, man. But nah, I think that's a real reasonable, a real doable contract. You know what I'm saying? Right under 30 million, like 29, 28, 27, anywhere in between that range. After we seen, what Jameson Williams just got at $27 million a year, I think it's fair, to offer George Pickens somewhere between around that money. Because that's what Jameson Williams makes. That was T. Higgins make. That's what Jaden Waddle makes. So, and hell, Devontae Smith only makes $25 million. And I keep hearing people tell me he's the best number 2 in the league. I don't believe it. But, I hear people say it. So, if those guys make that much money, and in Dallas you will be a number 2, that's the kind of money, that's the kind of money, that we need. This kind of money that he probably needs to get. But let's continue on though, man, because I did have some super chats, that y'all sent before that I did not answer. So because I'm a good dude and I love y'all and I appreciate all that y'all do for me, I'm going to read these super chats that y'all sent, because y'all sent them on a video. You know what I'm saying? Y'all sent them on a video. So I wasn't live to respond to them. Salute to Jake the Great, too. Let me read yours at your present. With the $4.99, he said, fuel for the machine. I appreciate that, Jake. If y'all want to be like Jake and help keep the lights on in the liquor store, y'all hit that super chat, y'all hit that share, y'all hit that like, the spike. And listen, man, slap the fuck out of an Eagles fan this morning, man. They probably deserve it. They probably deserve it. And you probably still mad about that loss the other day. So, go ahead and take your pent-up aggression out on the Eagles fan this morning. And then on your way to church, you can repent and pray about it. But salute to my boy Jake the Great, man, with the $4.99. And salute to Mafia Betts. He has sent a 10-piece, on a video. He said, Clark will make Mozzie a better player. Mozzie will look and play better next to him, and he got better. His confidence will build, and before you know it, he'll be good DT no matter who man. And that's sad, because I actually agree with Mafia. I actually agree that if you gave Mozzie Smith an opportunity to play with Kenny Clark, you know what I'm saying, that it would benefit Mozzie. Because I was saying that Mozzie need a big brother. Mozzie needs somebody to show him how to be a real deal gangster ass one tech. Because Mozzie ain't never played with no Kenny Clark. He played with Jonathan Hankins. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Hankins ain't good. It's his job, but he played with Hank. You know, he played with what was left of Linval Joseph. He ain't played with no, you know, solidified, you know, one tech, you know, at the back end of their prime. I really think Monty Smith could learn a thing or two playing with Kenny Clark. You know what I'm saying? So the way that they moving, I don't even know if Monty's gonna be on the team. I ain't gonna hold you. Like they might be finna pack Monty Smith the fuck up and ship him, you know, to some undisclosed location across the country. I don't know what they finna do with Monty Smith because let me take this down real quick before I read Queso's super chat from the other day. Let me just take this down for 2 seconds. If they are more comfortable playing a 7th round rookie from UCLA over you, I don't know what the fuck you can do, man. Like real talk, cause I don't think highly of Jay like that just yet. I think the talent is there. I think the size is there. I think like most defensive tackles, you got to put them in the crock pot and let them cook up. You know what I'm saying? I think he needs time. I think he needs developmental reps. You know, I think he's not. I don't think he's that far along yet. But it's very damning when the folks that are with you every single day, you know, the folks that see you practice, the folks that see your work ethic, the folks that are in the film room with you, it's very telling when they factor in all that shit and say that boy Jay deserved to be on the field, man. That boy Jay deserved to be on the field more than you. So, I don't know if it's politics. I don't know, you know, I don't know what the fuck it is. But I will say this, to be fair. They are with Monty Smith more than we are. You know what I'm saying? They're just like you with your spouse. You know what I'm saying? Like the folks on the outside looking in, they see your wife, they just know she pretty and she always smiling and she dresses nice. You know what I'm saying? They don't know she snore. They don't know, you know, she can't cook. They don't know if she mean. They don't know. You know, they don't know that much about her. They just see the outside looking in, and that's what it is. You know, that's how I try to view it through the lens of when I talk about these players and the coaching staff and shit like that. We see them at practice and on game day, and we don't even see every practice. We see the public practices. They see them in the meetings. They see them in the locker room. They see them when they do the rehab work. They see them when they do the weight training. You know, they see them all the damn time. You know, so their perspective on them is different than ours. You know what I'm saying? So that's me trying to be fair about the shit. You know what I mean? So we'll see, dog. But that was a damn good super chat, you know, by Mafia Bits. You know, go follow my boy Paige. I think he's finna drop another page soon. So when that comes up, we gonna plug it. And we just hit 200 folks on the stream, dog. We just hit over 200 people in the live stream, man. So if you just now sliding in, you know, please hit the like button. If you ain't never joined before, hit that sub button. You know, we just over here talking football, doggy. We just over here talking a little bit of football. Nothing too major, nothing too crazy. Just having ourselves a good time. As long as y'all don't troll and as long as y'all don't come in disrespecting, y'all can have a great experience here in the liquor store. You know what I'm talking about? And salute to the angry Cowboy fan in the building, man. He said, "What's good, family? Good morning to you, Henny, as well as everyone in the chat." Salute to Angry, man. And listen, if y'all ain't went and subbed up to Angry channel, you know you're really doing yourself a disservice. Quality content, great guy, great football mind to play the game, to play the sport. So y'all go out there and y'all support the Angry Cowboy fan, man. Give him a sub, give him a like. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, salute to my boy Freddie with the Cash App, man. He said, I would cut Tolbert and Miles Sanders. I damn sure would cut Miles Sanders. But because I think I can get something back for Tolbert, I'm going to trade Tolbert. Because some folks believe that, you know what I'm saying? Because I seen lesser wide receivers, you know, get traded for. The Velez kid from Denver. Less production, older than Jalen Tolbert. You know, they were able to trade a 4th round pick, trade him for a 4th round pick and a 7th round pick. Jalen Tolbert, who was younger, you know, is coming off of a 600 yard, 7 touchdown season. You know what I'm saying? So there might be a team, you know, they think that they can get something out of him. And if you ain't seeing this, Landlord said, Angry Cowboys fan, we need to do a pre-recorded video later today if you available. So I need y'all to link up. I think everybody will want to see Landlord and the Angry Cowboys fan make some content. So Angry, let Land know if you available. You know, hit him in the group or something, or if you got his number, text him. But yeah, we want to see that shit. So yeah, we definitely want to see that. So y'all make sure that that y'all link up and y'all make some content, man, because the nation do want to see that. He said Sander needs to change his last name if he's going to be a running back. He don't rate that last name after getting hawked down by a D lineman and then fumbling to a critical point in the game. So that's the other thing I want to talk about. In terms of changes, right? Because I said in the title, we got to talk about changes the Dallas Cowboys must make in order, you know, to be efficient, in order to win, in order to maximize our opportunities this season. And that is one of them. You know, that is damn sure one of them. Oh, you said I'm in it too. Like I try to pass the buck like a motherfucker. All right, we will make content together. The 3 of us will make content together later on in the day, apparently. Because, you know, Landlord just told me I ain't had no life. So we gonna make a video later on today. Y'all just let me know when y'all trying to rock. You know what I'm saying? Because we can make it happen. I do have an engagement at 10 o'clock. Right, I'm gonna do an hour show with my partner, who was also an Eagles fan, but I know him in real life, so y'all be nice to him when I bring him on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. So y'all don't talk too crazy to my boy. But we gonna do a show at about 10 o'clock. It's gonna be me and Arkansas Eagle. You know what I'm saying? We gonna chop it up. I'm gonna introduce him to some folks. Y'all gonna sub up because y'all love me. Y'all got love for the boy Henny. So y'all gonna give my boy a sub to help him grow his page. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk football. You know, have some friendly banter. And then we gonna get off this motherfucker. And we gonna start making more content. You know what I'm talking about? So that what gonna happen at 10 o'clock. He said Landlord on the PI. Hangs to the left. What's up with your family? I just seen you sliding in, man. Salute to you. Happy Sunday. Hope all is well. You know, I hope that you slapped up a couple Eagles fans before making your way into the building. You know, I hope. He said, nope, can't guarantee that. Yo, but yeah, that's my guy though. We went to school together, played on the same middle school football team and shit. Like he knew me before I even had dreads. That's my partner. We even went to church together for a little bit. So I fuck with kinfolk. That's my guy. He a good dude, man. Hey, I do too. I got Eagle people I'm sub to, and I got Eagle folks subbed here. Like some of the folks that come in here that are Eagles, they are actually subbed to the channel. They've been longtime supporters. You know what I mean? You know, it's all about the growth. You know, it's all about helping, you know, other people grow, especially when you got real love for them, man. You know what I mean? And salute to all the new subscribers we got, man. I got like 14 new subscribers right now, man. So you know that's the kind of love that I want. You know what I'm saying? Man, not only he from Arkansas, he from El Dorado, like I'm from El Dorado. Yeah, man. He said you said kinfolk. That's how you know you from the South. Yeah, I'm from El Dorado, Arkansas. I'm from El Dorado, Arkansas. I live in Texarkana, Texas. You know what I'm saying? Damn, Landlord, you ain't shit. He said he definitely not a good dude. He a good dude though, man. Like his only character flaw that he's an Eagle. He's an Eagle fan. You know what I'm saying? That's his only character flaw. He said, nah, they've been winning too. Shit, nah, we can't heal that. But real quick before we get back to talking, about the changes that are needed, I still need to read Quesos. He said if 49ers are bad, Christian McCaffrey, and he was talking about acquiring Christian McCaffrey. If the 49ers season start going into the tank, that would be some shit that I actually would do. Now, do I think the 49ers will be bad enough to want to trade away Christian McCaffrey? No, because somehow the 49ers, got an easier schedule than the Dallas Cowboys, despite the fact that they ended up being a better team last year, record-wise, and winning the head-to-head against us and all this other shit. But, it is what it is. He said, Henny, what you think about Hunter Henry, Stafford, and Diggs, Drake May for a cheap stack in fantasy? I got Stephon Diggs on my fantasy team right now starting in the lineup. So I believe in him. But, when you talk about fantasy football, like I think Diggs is going to have a good day at the office. I'm not sure if Hunter's going to have a great year a great day at the office. I'm not sure Drake May is going to have a great day at the office. I think Stephon Diggs is going to do well. I can't speak for Drake May and them. You say I'm good on Anthony Davis. That's how you would describe him at this point in his career, because he's dealing with an injury right now. But when we talk about doing things to improve the team, one, we just gonna go down the laundry list of things that we need, right? One, CeeDee Lamb, in his own words, needs to catch the damn ball. The Dallas Cowboys had 5 fucking drops. The Dallas Cowboys had 5 motherfucking drops, doggy. 5 of them. 5 drops. 5 drops, dog. The Dallas Cowboys, 5. Jake Ferguson, I know that they hand delivered CTE to you on their hit. You know what I'm saying? They turn your brain into jello. But you got to catch the ball, because you got hit 45 seconds after the ball was in your hands. That's what I'm saying. You got hit 45 seconds after the ball was in your hand, dog. You got to catch some of these damn passes. Hold on. Yeah, you got to catch some of these damn passes, bro. Jake, I know he hand delivered CTE right there, but you should have came up with that touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, wide open, drop. Catch the damn ball, bro. I'm not asking you to do nothing that you don't do. Like, the fact that y'all make millions and millions, y'all ain't get paid because of your personalities. Y'all ain't get paid because of nothing else besides the fact that y'all can catch the motherfucking football. So I need you to do what everybody believes you can do. Because if they ain't believe you could do it, they would not have paid you. So catch the fucking ball. I'm not going to be too long-winded on that. I ain't going to be too long-winded at all on that. But catch the ball. Oh, shit, I got an evil nick. Hold on. Yeah, what's up with you? Landlord.
Yo.
All right, add your channels, man.
I already did.
Already, man, already. So now that you're done hand delivering ligaments, I need to ask you some football questions, dog.
Shoot.
All right, man.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing this morning?
Hopefully they living righteous.
Like me.
No. Whatever Landlord is doing, you do the opposite, and that's how you know that you're on the right track to salvation.
That's so terrible.
If Landlord is walking down the street in one direction, you go the opposite direction.
That's the best thing to do, huh?
It's the best thing to do. But no, for real though. So one of your Alabama guys just got that bag. He got
J-Mo.
J-Mo. Deep ball. Hey, he real good at deep balls too. That sounds crazy, but pause. But he's a real good deep threat, for any quarterback. He got a 3-year, $83 million extension. That's a little bit over $27 million a year.
In
And I
football talk, we should just get a collective pause the whole conversation, because we
it sounds crazy.
describing men and shit. So I mean, how many other ways, it's gonna be pause words after a while. So yeah.
Yeah, for the entirety of it, it's gonna be a little crazy, dog. But real talk though, man. Jameson Williams got 3 years, $83 million. You
Nigga gonna
know,
have to say halt.
hope is crazy.
Take pause up a notch. Halt.
Now, hold on before I let you answer. Tamika said I gotta stop snitching because I'm gonna need one of them ligaments. I need one of them ligaments right now. But I would never ask landlord because I saw the other ligament he gave kinfolk explode.
Don't be like that. He didn't let it simmer.
He let it simmer. It's crazy. He described a state. And salute to Bobby King too for the cash app, man. He said DC for L. That's love, bro. That's real love, man.
Salute. Who that was?
Bobby King.
Oh, shout out to Bobby King. Bobby King must be over there with West Coast, because he be watching all the videos real late, and I be getting mad notifications, so I be peeping them out. Then he'll shoot a cash app at like 3 in the morning too. He don't play no game. I be
Bobby King.
peeping them out, man. Don't think the support be overlooked. I see as much as I can, you know what I'm saying? But we appreciate all the love and support.
Yes, indeed, we do. So, do you think this is a respectable offer, for George Pickens? Because, like I said, J-Mo makes 27, Jalen Waddle makes 28, T. Higgins makes 28, Devontae Smith makes 25.
And where he got a year?
Talk about J-Mo.
Yeah.
He got 27. So between the 28 and $27 million range.
For George Pickens, right now you might have to offer him 30. Just to make it sweet. Because, he ain't gonna be too high up. If you wait the rest of the season, some more people gonna get signed.
That is true. But it also gonna be dependent on who signs. That's really the question, because some of these guys could be number ones on other teams, but you're not here. You know what I'm saying? Like T. Higgins can't make the same money that Jamar Chase makes, because he's not Jamar Chase, but he is dope. That's why he got the $28 million. So but I see offer the nigga like 29.3 or some shit like that.
Guess what though? You damn near gotta pay them a decent amount, a little luxury tax, because they can go somewhere else. Like, you kind of want them to be on your team. They can go somewhere else. They can go to Tennessee and be a number one easily.
Over your boy, over Calvin Ridley, they can go to Tennessee and be number one.
I ain't think about Calvin really, but you know what I'm saying, bro. Like, they can go to lesser places and be a number one.
Now I can feel that. If you said, well, shit. Where would these niggas be number ones at? I'm really curious now. Maybe would they be a number one in Cleveland with Jerry Jeudy there after the season he had? I'm talking about all these niggas. Like maybe Jalen Waddle.
Say what?
Maybe Waddle. I said maybe Jalen Waddle, because Jalen Waddle different. But
Waddle is a number one.
Yeah, because he was the number one before whatchamacallit got there.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, when I think through it, like, you might say that Waddle could be over. I think Waddle is one of the safest dudes to say that he could probably be a number one over Calvin Ridley. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like Calvin Ridley, but I think Waddle a little bit more gangster.
If Calvin really wouldn't have had all that time off, he might have been like one of the dopest niggas in the league. But it kind of messed his trajectory up to me.
Yeah, and the crazy thing about it, he was still an All-Pro.
Yeah, he dope. Like, he supposed to be one of them ones. But, like I said, it kind of knocked his trajectory off without missing all that time and stuff.
Mm-hmm. So he would have had more stats, more accolades, at least another Pro Bowl selection. Hey, shout out to Chuck B, man. He sent me another cash app for the liquor store tax, man. That's love right there, man.
Salute to, what his name is?
Chuck B.
Chuck D?
B.
Oh, ain't that a rapper or something?
Chuck D is from Public Enemy.
Yeah, the old school guy, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's different letters. Like that's Chuck D and he's B as and he's Chuck B as in boy.
Oh, okay. I knew it sounded familiar though. But nah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, Tennessee was just a random example, but it's most places. It's a few places you can go. You know, if you just only want the bag, you can just go get the bag and be the big dog over there.
Now, Mr. Kima, I sort of disagree with that. I think George Pickens has actually done more than what Jameson Williams has done. Like, I think George, he never had a 7-touchdown season, but he also had an 1,100-yard season. He went for 1,100 yards and 5 touchdowns in the season. He had 900 yards last year, you know, and he had like 800 yards his first year in the league. So, like, when you talk about J-Mo, I think Land alluded to he might have had some injuries early on. J-Mo has only crossed the 500-yard mark once, and that was last year. So if we just talk about overall, you know, consistency, George Pickens has been more consistent than Jameson Williams has. So, you know, to be fair to everybody involved, I do believe, you know, that George Pickens, you know, has done a little bit more than Jameson Williams. So, you know, if you offer the boy, like, again, like, you offer him, like, $29 million, 29.5, because Terry McLaurin, when he just signed his contract, he's making $29 million right now.
Don't you think, how old Terry McLaurin is?
30.
Don't you think they'll take George Pickens with open arms over there? Because he on the way out probably. You know what I'm saying?
They love old niggas. They just signed Debo. They, you know, in fact, matter of fact, not even like a segue. And salute to Ant for the $5 liquor store tax. Also, make sure y'all hit.
And Bobby King on my end, man. I'm driving right now, so just bear with me. My reaction might be a little delayed, but you know, delayed not stopped. Shout out to my guy Ant over here on Cash Out.
Indeed, I appreciate y'all people, man. That's what I was finna say, man. You know, we make sure y'all take care of the brother Landlord too, man. I appreciate y'all for showing out the way that y'all do. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't even know. My channel is live, right?
Yeah, it's live.
Okay.
Cause I see people coming in through the paired now. And listen, a lot of folks are saying that Jalen Carter won't face whatchamacallit. It actually hasn't been decided on yet. They're going to make a decision on him tomorrow. So all the reports saying that he's not going to face anything, that is not true. They have not decided on it yet. Now that could end up being the case, you know. But you know, right now they are still trying to decide what they want to do with the boy. But no, but
okay, that's.
But yeah. I just had to throw that in there.
But yeah, you see what I'm saying? Do you get the mentality like, of course y'all gonna have to work with each other. What it is you know that he can never be a number one, so that could give you a discount. Then you know that you want him to be on your team though, and he can go elsewhere and be a number one. So y'all gotta find a middle ground off of them two ideas. You got to, if you want him to be on your team. Like if you come in and totally disrespect him, let me give you $20 million. You might mess this up. You see what I'm saying?
That is disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
you might mess this up, Steven.
Well, I said if you offer him something respectable, because you know, being paid the same amount of money as T. Higgins is not disrespect. You know, in my opinion, if I give you the same exact contract they gave T. Higgins, or if I gave you $1 more, or if I gave you like $1 more than Terry McLaurin, would that really be disrespectful? Because what you're talking about is complete and utter disrespect. You know what I'm talking about is like
Yeah, that's what Steve Jones knows for.
yeah, when you talk about a complete and utter disrespect. Now that can't be tolerated. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Joy might need to spit on Steven if he do some shit like that. What's wrong with this nigga?
Is that not the level of disrespect that Steven Jones known
Like,
for?
man, you know I got 10. What? I got $10. I got $10 an hour, man. What you trying to do? Like, what the fuck you mean? he talked to you real aggressively, like he doing you a favor.
I got 10 on it. Got it.
That's crazy.
Now you need more than that, my
He
boy.
said, "Give me Williams and Blue as the 1-2 punch, unless Blue isn't. Then go get your Lightning." That is something else. That is something we gotta be concerned about. JV B-Boy was bringing up that it is David Mulugeta we're talking about. When the last time one of his people took a deal like that, like a regular deal?
Well, Pickens is a rental
He might be
then.
a rental.
He a rental.
He might be a rental. You know, you better hope you can draft Jordan Tyson or somebody. Yeah, but y'all get those likes.
We better win it all this year.
Shares up in the liquor store. But hey, we do got 4 first-round picks though. So shit, if you
Do the same in the trap for you, boy.
yeah, go ahead and get Jordan Tyson then if you ain't gonna keep Jordan Pickens. But I would prefer you keep George Pickens so we can use those first-round picks on something else. You know what I'm saying? I want to make the team better instead of replacing a missing piece from the team. You know what I mean? If you already got somebody that can be your wide receiver too, I don't want to then turn around, let him walk, and then replace him with a younger guy. Not because the younger guy ain't going to be dope, but I got a timeline I'm trying to maximize. Like Dak and CD, like their time frame to compete is right now. Is right now until the day Dak Prescott wakes up and he's sorry. You know, like they could.
Yeah, I hate that David Mulugeta gonna be in the way again. Cause Pickens, he finna probably have the best. He finna be the most effective he'll ever be in his career with that.
Mm-hmm.
But he gonna only get one season to show it. And he might want to stay though. He might be like, "Shit, I wanna keep this going." But David gonna be like, "Nah, buddy, we need this amount of money."
Mm-hmm. Now the only thing that can stop that from happening is the franchise tag. But we do know that the Dallas Cowboys have an open franchise tag they can use. They can't use it on Tyler Smith because he's still in the contract. You know what I'm saying? So like the prime person to use the franchise tag on is George Pickens. And
I ain't gonna hold you though. I don't think we want to see an unhappy George Pickens.
I mean, shit. What are you gonna do about it?
Slap somebody.
Maybe
been choked up there.
Hey, after he served a suspension for slapping the nigga, he gonna have his ass right back out there catching footballs for the Dallas Cowboys. Because you either play on the tag or you sit and you bring your ass back the next year. Because you got obligations.
True.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, what niggas gonna do? No, that's the main thing you ask people in the streets when you do something egregious. I mean, what the fuck you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it?
He ain't a bully.
Like if you ain't got no guns and you ain't got no funds, how the fuck you finna go to war?
Alright.
I'm just saying. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. Cause listen, George Pickens, you were a great player, and you was finna be a free agent, but you ain't no more. I put the franchise tag on you. That means I own your rights for this season. What that motherfucker say on Django? He said,
I do what I want with my property.
Yeah, he said I expect 3 fights out of nigga before he give out on me. Well, I expect 17 games from George Pickens before he give out on me. I expect 17 more of them bitches next year, dog. I'm sorry.
Well, like I said though, if you go out, then they say it ain't David Mulugeta. Nah, George Pickens ain't with David Mulugeta. He with the agency, but he ain't represented by Mulugeta.
They're both his agents. They've already talked about it.
Damn.
He has two agents. Is whatchamacallit and David Mulugeta working in conjunction. So yes, David Mulugeta is part of his representation team.
Shit.
That's why you should have watched that Stephen A. Smith interview I was trying to tell you about.
Oh, okay.
Salute to Numbhead Neil with the $9.99. And he always be getting on your ass, boy. He said the chill, he put the face there, is real in Florida. I felt death breathing on me in Iraq, but I'm still avoiding eye contact with Landlord if he's coming up nefarious, diabolical, insidious.
Insidious is crazy.
Well, I love that movie too, by the way. That's a great horror movie. But anyway,
Salute to Bill on the cash out, man. I appreciate it.
Man, for real. See, he taking over. But,
Everybody just start feeling a little darker when I come around. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I wasn't even talking this reckless. The Landlord got in the chat box, man. So y'all
It's a cloudy day. Landlord must be around here. That's crazy. Y'all do be nervous, bro.
That is crazy. That shit is just funny. It's just diabolically funny for no reason. Woo, Jesus. All right, he said David got to get Jerry. He not going, man. That's crazy that he got two agents. I'm firing both of them. He said maybe they go to GP more when we win, less CD drops. I think that the more that Dak Prescott gets comfortable with him, the more he's gonna go to him. Because I seen, me and Landlord were talking about how some of the egregious ass balls that Dak Prescott used to throw to Cedric Wilson. Like we have some crazy ass conversations on the phone. Like some of them need to be shows. But
Yeah.
But we were talking about the way that he used to throw the most egregious passes to Cedric Wilson. But that was at the point that after he had earned Dak Prescott's trust. Now once Dak Prescott trusts you, he don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck about a corner, a safety, double coverage. Dak Prescott trusts you, the ball is coming to you. And I think that's all that Jordan Pickens need. I think Jordan Pickens just need to play more real game with Dak Prescott. By week 3, Jordan Pickens gonna go for like 150. Watch this shit.
Just like we said, that game when CD won in overtime, and Dak threw that fourth down play to Cedric Wilson on the damn sideline. That took balls right there. That throw right there took balls. Because that's one of them situations where everybody get mad at LeBron James. Like it's crunch time, and we feel like you should take the shot, but you pass it to Mario Chalmers or some damn body. And we like, what are you doing? Like, and then if he missed, you get no blame because you made the right basketball play. But not to me. I'm looking at it like you're a coward in that moment, Brian. Sorry. Now you could have took that shot. But yeah, man, it's one of them situations. But because it's like, to me, that's risky as hell to be putting that on Cedric Wilson. But he came through both times. Like,
you remember crazy pass. He was spinning in the air and caught that bitch.
Yeah, he went crazy. Like, Ted went crazy. And he was doing like the toe tap on the sideline. Like, it was legendary. Like, it was hard. I ain't gonna lie. He went out with it.
He said,
I guess because in that moment, you the least expected to do something.
Hank Still said Landlord pops around the corner and Al Capone tucking his chain in. Yeah, Landlord a bad motherfucker.
That's insane.
That is diabolically evil, but I love it. He said, I hope the team is as posed about the loss as me. Oh, as pissed about the loss as me, because this moral victory shit got me livid. Yeah, listen, I don't believe in moral victory, just fatalities. Did we kill them or not? Are they dead? Is the nigga dead?
Oh shit, this nigga dead, y'all.
That's all I need to know. Is he dead? Did we catch a body? Did we bring Hat? If not, then nah, man. But there are some things, like when you break down film, you break down football, from a conceptual standpoint, and different things like that. There are things to be happy about that the Dallas Cowboys did. There's things to be upset about that the Dallas Cowboys did. One thing I did not agree with was Maurice Leofau only playing 6 snaps of football. And
that was goofball territory right there.
And listen.
That was goofball activities right there.
And listen. I know a lot of folks. I heard a lot of folks giving shoddy shit about that. I need us to have that same smoke with Matt Eberflus ass, cause that's the nigga that who's calling the defense and defensive packages.
Yeah, that's Flus.
Yeah, listen, like Shoddy has blame because he's the head coach. You know, you always gonna have overarching blame for when your employees do stupid shit. But Matt Eberflus is the one that's calling the defense. He's the one coming up with the personnel packages. He's probably the one that had the snap count for what it wanted to be for Trey. So, you know, all defensive liabilities and issues need to be laid at the feet of the defensive coordinator, right? So we need to ask Matt Eberflus what the fuck happened to have you out here, you know, doing goofy shit like that. And really, when you think about it, it really tracks because Sanborn is his guy. Sanborn is his guy that played in his scheme in Chicago. So he brought him over here, you know, to try and integrate in the system. Like, nah, dog.
So that's damn nepotism.
Like, you my guy, so I got a job for you. Fuck no. Because you know, he said how many phones Kevin Gates got?
The buddy system.
Yeah,
the buddy system.
I know a guy that know a guy, so now I owe a guy.
Alright. That's sad though, man, because Sanborn was so bad, bro.
I watched the film yesterday.
He was so bad. Like, he ain't got one athletic bone in his body. And he was just out of place, looking lost. Good Lord.
Hey, man, that's your guy. I could have sworn I seen him in the trap that day.
He ain't allowed in the trap. You know, he got to send somebody to the trap from around the corner.
He ain't allowed.
You know what I'm saying? You know how them people do. They pull up in the hood and have some shades on and have somebody to go to the trap for them.
God, yeah, y'all. I need y'all to hit that like button. I need y'all to hit that share button, man. I'm finna do housekeeping real quick. Let me refresh this thing and see how many likes I got. Let me see how many likes is on this video real quick, man. I think y'all stealing. Y'all stealing y'all ass off right now, man. Hell nah. Hey, there's over 100 folks in here. I got 52 likes, man. Y'all don't want me. Y'all don't want us to be great, man. Y'all don't want us to really be great like that, man. Y'all need to hit that like button for your boy. Pretty please with sugar on top. I ain't gonna ask nicely again. We gonna start shooting niggas. Nah, I'm playing. We ain't gonna shoot the peoples. But please hit that like button though. Because the more likes we get, the better, you know, the better the algorithm treats the content. Like, the more likes and interactions they get, you know, it'll push it to more people. So more folks can see it. More folks can come and join the liquor store and help us grow. Also, hit that hype button. I have no idea, you know, what it does. But, you know, you can hype these different videos and stuff like that. So please hype the video up for us, dog. On both ends, hit the hype button.
Back. Appreciate that.
Indeed. But yeah, man, when the game is gritty, yeah, our mains are lame. You have no grit. Yeah, dog. Like, Leofau's a dog. You got to get him in there. Like, listen, and I was huge. I was very high on Donovan Izaraku coming out of the draft. He ain't ready. Like, you might need to play James Houston ass a little bit more, man. I'm not saying put Eazy-E completely on the bench. You know what I'm saying? That's because you can't learn how to play football by not playing football, right? But I am saying that Donovan Izaraku, you know, had way too many snaps, and that Sam Houston only had 9. You know what I'm saying? He only had 9 snaps. So you might need to split their snaps. It might need to be if Eazy-E get 23, Sam Houston get 24, 25. It don't need to be to the point where he's on the field way more than him.
Yeah, I got to get more snaps out of James Houston. He looking too superb to be just a patchwork type guy. We need him to be in way more snaps.
Indeed. Salute to Justin Kitchen, man. He said he put 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, he manifesting that 6th championship. We still believe in manifestation. So if you want the Dallas Cowboys to win the 6th title this year, put 6 championship trophies in the damn chat box, man.
Bad.
But yeah, that was crazy work. What I'm doing right now is I'm looking up the overall snap breakdown, for the defensive line, because I think I have it on here. I believe I have it on here. So it was egregious.
You got to be excited about what you're saying from Kenny Clark, man.
Oh, the Kenny Clark hoops.
You got to be excited. I feel like we got some actual dogs on this team now. Real talk.
I agree with you on that.
Real talk.
I damn sure agree.
And hey, he gonna come with flaws. But I told you, my boy Stan Williams, I love the way he played. He played like a dog, for real.
So Kenny Clark, to
He
your
played like
point,
a dog.
Kenny Clark had 5 tackles for them versus the run. And the Dallas Cowboys, when he was on the field, only allowed 2.8 rushing yards carry. When he was off the field, they allowed 6.6. So it was a clear difference when Kenny Clark was on the field, what the interior of that defense looked like.
I challenge y'all. If y'all don't like Sam, I challenge y'all to watch his film. Just watch his film from this game. I can't speak for the rest of the 16, but this game right here, you're going to be like, okay, Sam was on one. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had his mistakes. Like, he messed up the containment a couple of times, but his pursuit, his motor, his relentlessness, you're going to be a fan, though. No cap.
And to be fair to Sam, everybody fucked up on contain. So that's not even something I'm just going to put at his feet. He had time where he fucked up on contain, but that gotta be I guess it gotta be taught a little bit better, gotta be coached a little bit better. And I'm not gonna take any, accountability away from him, but that was something that everybody did over the course of the game. So I'm not just gonna, pin that out on Sam, because he did have some great pass rush moments. He led your team in pressures.
So he was the one flipping Jalen Hurts around.
Yeah, like I said, he had the team high in pressures. He did his thing out there, man. Like him and then Nealon had a sack. Nealon played way better than I thought he would too, because he
Nealon is way better than I thought. Like, he really the forgotten man on this defense.
Like, real talk.
He really legit the forgotten man on this defense.
And
like, we like everybody more than Nealon. Well, when I'm thinking about pass rush, and he the one to get a sack.
And Nealon, hands down,
That's
Nealon
crazy.
is already the best, edge setter and run defender, on the team in terms of defensive ends. Salute to Justin too for the cash out, man. He just said a championship trophy. He's trying to manifest. He's trying to manifest that extra trophy, man.
Salute to Justin on my end too. Hey, we got to get big time on the video too, man. Well, I'm trying to do videos with all the content creators I can. So y'all need to make sure if y'all available, just let me know when we can tap in. I want to get videos with everybody.
Yes, indeed. I agree. It'll be a good look for the space and a good look for everything, man. We always make good content together.
Yeah. We pretty familiar with everybody too. We done work with them. I think Angry the only one we did a show with Angry before, didn't it?
Yeah, we did a show with Angry before with Wes.
We need to holler at JC. We ain't did a show with JC in a while either.
Since I think like last year, dog. It's been way too damn long.
It's been a minute.
He said that's because Neal is not flashy, just productive. He damn sure productive.
He's solid.
Yeah, because I think he's getting stronger. He already had a high motor. He's a high effort guy. And he doesn't mind setting the edge. A lot of guys, just go full up field to go try to get the quarterback. Nealon's he's gonna set the edge, man. He does a very good job with that shit. So if you sat here and you told me Nealon's going to be a starting defensive end on this team moving forward, and everybody else is going to rotate in and out, I'm not mad at it.
Nah.
Just because I know what he gives me in run support, and now if he actually going to become better as a pass rusher, I can't say shit about it. And
I think him and Sam would be a solid defensive end group.
Yeah.
Cause like, especially for run stopping too, I think that'll be dope. With Kenny Clark in the middle, shit, we might be coming up. We might be cooking on something.
Because remember, I'm not saying he DeMarcus Lawrence, even though that was his draft coming out. But, DeMarcus Lawrence was somebody you didn't really know from Boise State at one point. Y'all ain't watched no Boise State football when DeMarcus Lawrence was over there. Y'all ain't know that, man. So, I'm just saying, like, he just a random ass dude from Western Michigan, but he could actually be a dope player, with time.
Angry said, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was done.
I was just about to say, Angry said he want to do a content creator convention in Dallas. That was kind of the idea I had. But I was saying, do an event in Dallas with all the content creators.
Yep. I'll do it though. I'll come out.
I was already looking into renting out a building and everything. I forgot what time period we said we was gonna do it. I was talking. It was me and Truck talking about it already.
That would be dope though. So listen, y'all want to see that, man? Make sure y'all show up and support it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want the fans out there. We're gonna make all kind of dope content. We gonna go crazy. So
y'all basically get a one for all. You come to that event, you down there meet all the content creators. You know what I'm saying? I think that'll be dope.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. You right when you're right, dog. You right when you're right. That's all I can say about that. But what's something else the Dallas Cowboys need to do, dog, to take advantage? Because we look a lot better than I thought we would. So if we look like that all season, this is not a lottery team. This is a team, that you can compete with. You know what I mean? So what little tweaks and changes do we need to make?
Say that again.
You did, cuz? Yeah, I said, what little tweaks and changes do we need to make going into the Giants game?
I went through some bad reception, but tweaks in the Giants game. Going up against the Giants, I feel a little better. I feel a lot better with Trey being guarding Malik Neighbor. I feel a lot better about that. But I'll say, basically, bro, we really didn't do much wrong. We got to get better on the tackling and don't turn the ball over. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't even say the penalties was bad. Like, we played a damn good game. But, we came out on the short end. But like I said, you're right. It's no moral victories, but I just got to say we do got to start from somewhere. You just don't go straight to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So I do like what we starting at. I can say that. Like, we ain't gonna say that, hey, we just got the moral victory. But we can say, hey man, I like how we looked, I like how we played, I like what we started at. Because theoretically that might be the worst you'll be. Mm-hmm. That could be the worst you'll be on the first game.
It should be the worst you'll ever be. Like theoretically, it's a regression if you play any worse than you did Thursday night. Because that was your first time together. That was your first time calling the plays. That was your first time with that defensive unit. That was the first time for everything. So in my opinion, that should be the floor. If we're being honest, that should be the floor for how well you play. Because that's fresh out the gate. Now, you could make the argument, hey, those secret plays that Shotty was really saving, that nigga saved some shit. I ain't gonna hold you. He saved some shit. They got film on it now, so they know your tendencies a little bit better. All right, cool. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But like Shotty been talking about stealing plays and everything. Like, you should have more shit in your playbook. The longer the season goes. That's some stuff that folks don't talk about. You add more plays, in as the season goes. You don't just have the same exact playbook by the time the season is over with. I promise you don't.
Then you play off of your tendencies too. Like, you establish tendencies, then you make variation plays off of those. So you can actually kill them, because they're going to be looking for, okay, what Shotty like to do on third down in this situation? Third and long. What the Cowboys like to do in this situation? All right, once you establish that tendency, now you can play off of it because they gonna be expecting what you typically do. See what I'm saying? And that's when you give them that same look that you always do, and then you do something totally different out of it.
I agree. Damn sure agree. And you know that's called self scouting. And if you're a good team, you got to self scout. Salute to Darnell Lamore with the 199. He said keeping Tolbert off the field. He said that's his turn.
Good Lord, he paid to get this man off the field. Hey, let's start a Sanborn fund too. We got to get his ass out the field too.
Let's see. We got some good football minds in here too. We gonna get Jack Sanborn the fuck off our team too though.
Let's get this money together. Let's put our coins together and put up a fund and get Jack Sanborn the hell up out of Dallas, especially off the field. Like he could be a video coordinator or some shit like that, but nah, not my linebacker. Nah.
All right, Jay Bryan said this is his things. He got a nice little list too. He said get Pickens involved. Agree. Play Blue instead of Sanders. After the fumble. Agree. He said play Izaraku wide instead of inline, and try Leah Fowl instead of Sanborn.
For sure. I agree with all that.
I don't think anything is wrong with what he said at all. You know what I mean?
I agree with all that. Every word.
Every single word.
Because Miles Sanders ain't even supposed to be on the field. And guess what? If that was Miles Sanders, if that was Blue, that would have been TD.
Darnell hit you with a 199. He said keep Sanborn off the field. That's damn right. Damn right.
Okay. The Sanborn fund, get that.
The only pushback any.
You the one that know the defense. This is your bones hurt a little more next week.
Man, hold on,
hey, man,
Lord. You got some freaky
ass nigga to fuck up out of here, man.
Man, get this freaky ass nigga after trap, man. Man,
he's a 69 guy. What my shooters at?
He paid for finish. He paid for finish instead of paying his rent. That's why he out here geeked.
What my shooters at? Because he's tripping out.
Man, nah, we don't have that kind of fuckery in the liquor store, man. I don't know what's happening. You got them tweakers and geekers over there, man. The shit too strong, Brody. The shit too strong, landlord. You gotta change the formula.
He ain't with me. He a scraggler from the internet somewhere.
Yeah, he already dead. I tried to shoot him. He already.
Oh shit, this nigga dead, y'all.
All he wanted.
Oh no.
All he wanted was the
money.
All he wanted was the money. They always say that, and this nigga out here been a menace. He done shot everybody, robbed everybody. But he just was innocent, and all he wanted was the money, and they hated him out.
Man, that's the type of shit I be thinking in my mind, you know, when they be putting angel wings on King Von and shit. Like, sir, you know goddamn well.
The Lord guy did that in person. He was like, hold on, King Von. No, sir. You ain't coming up here, buddy. We got another place for you, sir.
Yeah, that's diabolical. Yeah, that shit.
We got you a nice comfy room right next to Hitler. We got you.
He said Henny representing Murder Inc. Hey man.
Hey, this defense gonna be crazy with Overshawn back.
Man, the only thing that scares me about that is we get happy about Overshawn and his ass play 5 games.
2 games to get hurt again. That'll be devastating.
Boy, I'm so hurt. Cause man, like if we had Overshawn right now, I could just see him. Imagine if Overshawn was out there chasing around Jalen Hurts.
Bro, Jalen Hurts wouldn't have made a couple of those angles he ran for the touchdown if Overshawn not though. No cap. Look, you remember one the big long run he made? Sanborn was in pursuit, unfortunately. And Jalen was at the foul line. He was at the foul line like 8 minutes before Sanborn got over there. So
8 minutes is crazy.
It was a whole 8-minute warning before he got over there. So, yeah, yeah. We
Yeah.
need more athletic players. We should have definitely, even why we benching, we got a player like that on the field, like competition Wednesday, like y'all talking about all that good shit. Listen, you gonna have to stand on it, Shotty, man. Hey, cause look, I know that ain't on Shotty, but you can't let it go on nowhere. Injustice anywhere is injustice everywhere. It's the same thing. That it shouldn't be so. That man do not deserve to play. Especially, I think the whole nation can agree to this. He definitely shouldn't be playing over Leofow. Now, anybody else you want to talk about, you know, that might just be preference. But over Leofow, come on now. Hell no.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Damn sure agree. I don't know what they need to do to get the shit changed, but you know they got to do something. Said, imagine if CD just caught one effing ball in the fourth quarter. Well, I mean, it'd be a different game. We would have won. We would have won easily if CD Lamb didn't have the drops. You know what I mean? So I don't expect CD Lamb to go outside again, but you know I also, you know, expect them to involve George Pickens a little bit more. You know, I do expect them. Jake Ferguson, you need to catch your fucking balls too. I keep.
The tight ends didn't play well.
There was a couple underthrows in there for the tight ends, but like they definitely didn't play the game I wanted them to play.
They wasn't impactful as I wanted them to be at all.
They said, yeah, man, Sanborn, like 5 drops and a fumble is the difference between you winning and losing this game. Like you had all the bad shit happen to you, and the Eagles ain't had nothing bad happen to them. You know, that's life. You know what I'm saying? When folks be talking about it, that what Kevin Gates said. Don't respect a lot of rappers. Feel I had a harder life. Shit, the Dallas Cowboys, you had a harder life out there, bitch, the other night, man. You had a much harder life. Life is hard out here to be a Dallas Cowboy. Cause them boys, what's that boy from TCU that I hate? Savion Williams. CeeDee Lamb turned to Savion Williams Thursday night, man. Because Savion Williams' hands for decoration. He might as well have not been born with hands. It might have been easier on him. Like,
get your hands back. God, look what he doing down here with his hands, man.
Give him back.
He mistreating his hands. Give your hands back to the Lord, because you don't appreciate them. You don't appreciate them.
You know how niggas be getting tattoos on the side of their hand? Yeah, he got to get out of service signs tattooed on his shit.
Does not work.
Yeah. Nah, like that man can't catch. That man, I said he was the only nigga that didn't need to take the COVID shot. He ain't finna catch it.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
We said HCM Sports, them bars wasn't harder than unblockable and unstoppable. Them was the best bars. Shout out to you guys to Poe, because that shit is funny.
That shit is funny. She went in with that one. But I'm tripping off. It seemed like we got to just get CD mind back right, bro. I hate that was a big factor in the game like that, man. I felt so bad for Dak. Because you could tell Dak came ready, bro. It'd be a lot of situations where it's like, okay, Dak is ready, but what the fuck everybody else is? Like, I ain't acting like he's without flaw. I ain't acting like he always be ready. But when you look around and you ain't got your people with you, you like, damn, I can't do nothing. We need everybody to be on point, bro. Like, that don't suck, man.
Yeah, this suck. Because, you know, at the end of the day, and this is the other thing that we're going to talk about, because it's a two-headed thought, right? It's a two-pronged argument. Dak Prescott was the highest graded player on the field, and we lost the game. The biggest issue for me is not that Dak Prescott played well. You can't let Jalen Hurts grade out good either. I know that he took a lot of just dump off passes underneath shit. You know this man is a running quarterback. you needed
You know,
a better plan of attack, and keep him in the pocket, and force him to throw the ball. You needed a better plan in holding contain. Like, this is squarely on, like, him being the reason we lost this game is completely on the defense. And real quick, salute to the Haynes to the left for the 5-piece. He said, yo, I've been catching it by the fam who don't even watch football. They just know, for me, it's God, family, and the motherfucking Dallas Cowboys. That's usually how it be. There be some folks that can't tell you, they can't tell you what a flood concept is. They can't tell you what cover 2 is. They can't tell you what cover 4 is. They can't tell you shit about football. They just know, they just know the Dallas Cowboys, and they know to hate on them niggas. That's it. But yeah, to my point though, like, it looked like the Eagles were finna score 40 points the way they came out. So I give Eberflus kudos for the second half and how well they played in the second half. Yeah, the adjustments, but you needed a better game plan to start. Because I don't know why you think that game plan would work.
I ain't gonna hold you though. I ain't mad at Flus though, cause I seen he had him in position to be successful. The personnel just didn't execute. Like, Sam, every time he was right where he should have been, but the Jimmys and Joes, not the X's and O's this time. This first game right here, I think it was the Jimmys and Joes. I think the X's and O's of Flus was on point. The personnel just couldn't get the job done.
And that is fair, and might even be true. I know it's at least partially true. We've seen Jack Sanborn go from in tackling position, go from being in a tackling position to looking up at Saquon's ass as he ran up the field. So,
he went from tackling position to being on the poster, like in seconds.
It was crazy. And listen, Saquon is filthy. It's like that boy teleported on his ass. He was like, I'm here, now I'm not.
That boy got so low, bro. So low without falling is crazy. Like, that dude different, man.
Yeah, Saquon different, man. I'm not even mad at that. But, to your point about the Jimmys and Joes, who put them niggas out there?
Well, we can blame Flus for putting them out there, though. We can blame him for that.
Yeah, because, like, even if
your plan is for... Well, Leo could have been a better Jimmy or Joe. He would have been a better one. So, yeah, we can blame him for that.
Know what I'm saying? Because, even if it's not your long-term plan, you knew you were going up against athletes. You knew that, Jalen Hurts was an athlete. You know that Saquon Barkley is an athlete. Even if you want to let old buddy, play like that against the Giants, because that Russell Wilson old man now. He ain't trying to run off and take no hits like that. At least for this game, you should have had Leofau out there on the field a little bit more. You got to be more self-aware about who the hell you're playing, in these situations. And, again, they did great in the second half, but, I didn't like the plan to begin with. And yes, Dak did play a great game. I just wish CeeDee Lamb's hands weren't still on vacation.
His hands was in Green Bay, man. Where his heart was. His heart and his hands was in Green Bay.
That's fucking crazy. It sounds like you were finna
Yeah, I'll be honest, though. Country. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm watching that game. Not only because of Michael, but because that's a good matchup in week 1 right there. I ain't gonna hold you.
And we play both teams.
Yeah, I'm watching that game, like, with both eyes focused. I want to see.
I agree with you wholeheartedly, my boy. Because we should. We got to. That's the best course of action. He said these dudes danced on us all night. Yeah, they were making plays with their legs. And, it's not the fact that Jalen Hurts had 62 yards. It really is, though. I can't hold you. Anytime a quarterback in the National Football League goes for over 40 yards on you, you fucked up. He went for 62, led his team in rushing, and had 2 rushing touchdowns. Like, the reason we lost this game is because of Jalen Hurts.
The
We can
reason
tell
why he
Saquon
had such,
Barkley,
the reason he had so much success was because of Jack Sanborn for a large amount of that time to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Jack and the edges. Not setting the edge, and Jack Sanborn not being an athlete. And
Jalen
you know what?
Hurts
The
laughing
edge.
at that dude.
Boy, you got assassinated by the Wi-Fi
Hello?
monster. What the hell you said?
Okay.
Yeah, I said, what the hell you said? You got, I can hear you now.
I said Jalen Hurts was
Say
laughing at
so.
dude trying to pursue him.
Oh, yeah, he should. Because the shit was a laughing matter. The shit was a joke. You laugh at funny jokes. That was a funny ass joke they tried to tell, putting that boy out there like that. But Weave Life he didn't though. I can't hear you no more. You might be going through a rough patch. So yeah, you breaking up bad.
All right, what about now?
You good right now. So speak while you still got time.
Dude said Jalen Hurts outperformed Dak at every level.
I don't know how, cause that graded out better than him. I don't know what you want.
That's
He
insane.
was a better runner of the football.
He was a better running
Yeah,
back.
dog. His adjusted depth of target was like 5 yards. He was not throwing the ball anywhere. Of course,
He didn't have to
only
do
had 4
nothing.
incompletions.
He's well kept.
Of course, he only had 4 completions. He checking the ball down all night, dog. That's why AJ Brown was mad as a motherfucker. AJ Brown put on a whole suit, had a man bag and all that other shit to go out on the field and catch one ball. That nigga was mad as a motherfucker when they were talking to him in the locker room.
He
I
could have
seen the
stayed
motherfucker.
down.
Yeah, he might well stayed his ass home for what the fuck they did, man. I don't know what niggas be talking about.
See, we stood up and say it don't matter and it's just about winning. That shit started mattering. AJ, they had to calm AJ down last year.
See, now you're asking a different question.
Don't nobody want to play with Jalen Hurts like that, man. And that nigga barely even throwing the ball.
He said, did it work, though? Y'all won the game. But, shit, we ain't finna sit here and act like the nigga outperformed the nigga that was actually throwing the ball around the field.
Actually quarterbacking.
Yeah, you said that he was better in every way, but he wasn't. Like, you asked 2 different questions. I need you to stay on task. Did you win the game? Yes. Did he play better than Dak Prescott? No. That's very simple to understand. And if you don't understand it, that's because you have a Philadelphia education.
Damn. Then being from Philly, that means you're automatically ugly and stupid. So,
Ratchet.
damn.
Poor. Eat Fugazios.
They got the old stale Fugazios. They don't got the fresh one. They got the old stale.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. That's why some things in PFF they account for. When you have 5 drops, because CeeDee Lamb had 4 by his damn self, Jake Ferguson had another. When you have 5 drops on the night, of course, your passing yards and your completion percentage is not as good as it would be. They account for that. You know what I'm saying? The man had 1 turnover worthy play. He had 5 drops. He still threw for more yards than Jalen Hurts, even with all the drops. So that's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, we actually got eyes. We saw our quarterback complete, a lot of good throws. He threw a lot of ball that should have been caught. They should have won. Cowboys should have won. They shot themselves in the foot.
But like we said, Big Foul, go ahead.
And then again, this nigga is on your side talking crazy like that. You always have some random niggas in your chat box doing the most. So I need somebody to shoot Cuzzy. You know what I'm saying? We can shoot the nigga. We don't care about niggas getting shot. If y'all are in the trap and you were strapped, you can shoot cuz. Cause what he ain't adding shit to this conversation. We up here doing advanced algebra and this motherfucker having kindergarten level motherfucker be conversations, man. You won't add shit to this motherfucker, dog.
It's a lot of motherfuckers talking crazy, man.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell happened. I thought the trap was a sacred place, man. Y'all gotta listen. Y'all gotta start spinning. I gotta send spin again over there. I gotta send spin again. I don't know what's wrong with niggas.
You know I started it up late. They might be still asleep.
Man, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all great because I can shoot niggas from here. We shoot niggas all the time. Now he's dead. This is not the real Ernie Johnson. The real Ernie Johnson ain't no hoe. Alright, so I'm hopping on land shit to set him straight. Gucci. You wrenched up over there, Ant?
Y'all make sure y'all smack shit. We don't play them games like that. You talking too crazy.
Yeah, we gotta get niggas sent out the way, doggy. Cause I don't know what's wrong with niggas today. Oh, but I do need to get out this motherfucker. I need to get ready for this other show. I gotta do a show at 10 o'clock with my homeboy. I was telling you about. So I'm gonna do a show with Cuz before the games kick off. But I gotta eat and do some more shit before then.
Set it up, man. I appreciate all the love and support. Y'all tap in for the win. I let my boy in.
Indeed, and tap in with my boy Land, over there in the trap, man. Real rap, no yap. Thank y'all for coming in and rocking with us the way y'all been doing, man. We're gonna drop some more exclusive, unfiltered, unadulterated, unblockable, unstoppable Dallas Cowboys content. You like that shit, huh?
Unblockable and unstoppable.
Yeah, man. So
he said they got his ass out of the locker room.
That man hurt. But yeah, we're gonna drop some more exclusive content, man. We appreciate y'all for rocking with us. We love y'all. Fuck a troll. Fuck an Eagles fan. Fuck Jerry Jones. Fuck Steven Jones. Nigga, fuck Bear Bryant. We out this bitch, man.
Wait a minute.